Exactly. And
So that one, we definitely need to pay.
Darren, I may try to switch this over to the, so you guys can see the screen.
Yeah, share content.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so here it is, and then share content, share screen.
Should be share screen.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can share just the app, right? Oh, well, I'll just share.
If I can interject and to move along the pace, does everyone agree to pay them? Because I do. That's what we owe to the condos.
Okay, I mean, if there's no discussion, I'll just leave it like that. This is it right here.
The restrooms.
And so the amount is slightly less than the number I had. But we do owe them this money, and the only thing is I'll make sure that we get the two $65 credits for not using the room, and I think that was it. And her total came to, I think, $150 less, so I'm gonna take her number and go with that. But other than that, though, that's it.
And there's nothing unusual about this, right? This is all
You can
standard.
see it's all consistent across the board.
Okay.
Prices went up when the pool business, this company went out of business, so it doubled there. We had some repairs done and catch up on the services right there.
Okay.
And I got, this document right here is a description of all of the things that are highlighted and everything else.
And they give
This was the only payment we made during that period of time. And I verified that by both,
Yeah.
the bank statements as well as the vendor payables list.
I just want to make sure they deducted the $65 charges.
I'll make sure they do that.
For not using.
I'll just take it off. I'll just, when I tell them to pay, I'll just take it off.
But in your opinion, this is 100% legitimate, right? There's no.
No
okay.
question.
Then I say we move on. Let's pay it. Is that agreed?
I agree with that.
That was what I agreed not to pay them. They said we don't-
Okay. I motion to pay it.
that this
To
was
pay the
something separate.
condos bill.
I third that. We're gonna go ahead and pay the associates.
I agree with that.
Fourth.
I agree to pay,
And
it's
fifth.
not paying associates, paying the condos.
Right.
Correct.
Associates paying the condos,
It's for the pool,
What would we
the
call that?
showers, all that.
Correct.
yeah.
All right.
Maintenance of the amenities.
Right.
Exactly. Well, that passed.
Okay. I say we try and go along as fast as we can. Didn't mean to interject. Waiting on you, Kurt.
Yeah, we're moving. So item 12, discuss MOLO and whether or not it should be used.
You want to table that, or?
I think we should.
In light of everything? You know, our membership, I mean, our subscription is paid up until sometime, early next year, maybe March, April timeframe. So we do have time to, look at it, make some decisions and everything else. So is that cool?
Okay, you guys want to table it?
Table it.
Okay.
I second that motion.
I'll third that motion.
In agreement?
Okay. Ready, Kurt?
Okay, number 13, discuss hiring of dock master with no oversight. I'm not sure what that means, no oversight.
Okay. And again, I don't know if that's going to come to fruition or not, but sorry to interrupt.
Well, I wasn't finished.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
So there's a dock master, I guess, position, Jimmy, you were saying that is open to be filled. However, I know that nobody has been hired for that. I did offer it to Ronnie, so he turned it down, actually. He doesn't want to do it because he said too much of a hassle. He'd rather just fix stuff on his own. So he was never hired to be dock master. Obviously he's been down here for a long time, and I think he would have been a good one. So I guess officially, from what I understand from the previous boards, there is a position to fill.
We've had a guy here 2 or 3 times that was a dock
Yeah.
master,
Yeah,
but
we've had
I never
four.
We've had very
thought-
bad luck.
Honestly, I never thought they panned out very well.
So
It's a tough one. Because I go back and forth between, is there enough work? Is there enough, boats coming in here for that? Like, Don and I were on our trip. I mean, we would pull into a new marina every night, and there were other boats that were coming in a transient basis. And so there you had a dock master that would come out and hand you a little bag of stuff and tell you all the codes and Wi-Fi and everything else. We don't have that here. So, I mean, honestly, I think I would prefer to go with a scenario where we have a guy that can fix the stuff, build finger piers, do that kind of stuff, and do it on a per job
call.
basis.
as needed.
Yeah, on job.
Yeah, so far that's what we got going on.
Well, we live with that one, I guess, for a while now, so.
Eric's one.
Yeah, and I still do feel that we should always get, for any contractor, get a notarized release form like we discussed.
Waiver, yeah, we've got one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've got
I
one.
know you said she's a notary, so that's worked
Mhm.
for me. I mean, that kind of, so what you just told me, that kind of nullifies what I was going to speak about. But I mean, I'm of the strong opinion that we need to have an oversight as a board to see what their duties are. If we do decide to hire one, let it be a board decision, a board vote on who we decide to go with. That's,
Yeah,
but you
there's-
already notified what I was going to speak about, so I'm happy to hear that. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
So-
no one was ever hired. Okay, so for that one, I guess we're gonna skip it.
But I think Eric's saying in the future that he would want this all.
Absolutely.
Everything.
I mean, I motion to take a vote on that.
We don't need to take a vote on that. That's been in the works for many board meetings. That's exactly what you're saying. It's already in the works.
So it will be a board decision on the hiring in
It was
conjunction
already
with,
one, right?
with oversight as well, oversight by the board of list of duties.
They always got a boss. They got a boss. They got a boss.
I think that we would make the duties, we would say this is what this person needs to be doing, but I don't know that we would all, potentially 5 of us out there directing traffic, tell this guy, one guy tells him go to this,
Yeah.
go to this, that would
Yeah,
be.
and that's what's saying. And everybody wants to be his boss, and then next thing you know, they're gone.
That's
We've
part
been
of the
through
problem.
4 of them already.
Yeah.
So let's table this discussion and move on to the next
Well,
one,
But
please.
again, I agree with Tony that for the time being, I don't feel we need one. But Kurt again already nullified everything, so let's go ahead and move forward. Kurt, I'm good with mine for now, so
Okay.
ready on you.
Number 14, status of finger piers and letter from,
I thought it was
Pepper?
CPA status. 14,
no, it's
right?
14. I have item 14 says status of finger piers and.
Okay,
Well, I
I've
sent
got a
out-
different one.
On Saturday, I sent out a new one.
Oh, did I miss that one?
Yeah, and I
Okay.
made sure you were copied, so.
I
Well, let me
must
see-
have
let me see
missed
that
it.
back. I have something written on the back. What did I write?
Well, that's all right. I didn't
Oh, no,
see
that's
that
the-
one.
That's the people that came to the marina.
That's requested from Jimmy.
Right. Okay,
Oh,
you're good.
letter-
you.
I see what you're saying, letter from member.
Well, see, and the reason why, I'll just say, it got added in Saturdays, because Friday, he got a letter or an email from a board member that.
Actually,
about his
I
finger pier.
can discuss that.
Yeah, so,
Someone purchased a slip, and, he, questioned the finger pier out there on the slip that he purchased. That it's kind of,
That's him, right?
no.
No?
Doesn't
Okay.
matter. Anyway, he purchased a slip, and because he said he ain't never been out here before, he zoomed in or whatever and saw a nice finger pier close to him, and his finger pier was old and dilapidated, and so I agreed that it needs to be replaced. So it's on the list of replacement. What I found out also is that his next door neighbor had complained about the same pier being wobbly. Well, we have a lot of wobbly piers out here, so I didn't pay much attention to that, but it's an older
but
pier.
that guy fell off.
And it's coming apart. He says he fell off, but at any rate, it's on the agenda to be repaired. However, the prices of material has gone up considerably, so we're gonna have to get another quote on materials, but, I'll be working next week on a quote for materials for, that is 17, 20, and 21, I believe.
But I think it dovetails into a much bigger discussion on finger piers in general, and I know that's a hot button for Eric, but, there are finger piers out there that are flat dangerous. And, I've walked out on, you said you wouldn't walk out on one because it didn't have a whiskey line. And, so there's definitely, I think we need a plan, to start reading. And I think that's, in my opinion anyway, the most important thing. I mean, the Doc 20, 12, what is it, 10, I can never keep it straight. 12, 13, and 15, 16, 17 have all been rebuilt, undercarriage and the top of the dock. Absolutely, the liveaboard section needs it, but I think what is more important would be to do the finger piers
yeah.
first.
And
Because
that's
they're
been
dangerous.
That's been addressed with me for
Oh, since you got on,
several
and I
years.
got on the
Ever
board.
since ever since I got on board, that's been addressed, and it's just got pushed to the wayside. So, it's a necessary evil, we need to tackle finger piers.
Okay, so we need a contractor.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, we've had Ronnie do them, is that not an option?
Well, I think we discussed
I'd rather
it.
not.
He charges,
Okay.
he's a little bit high.
You think he's gonna be hard to
Well,
contract?
actually, his pier was 2 inches higher.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a
2
lot of
inches high.
consistency with the different contractors,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I know.
But anyway, ongoing discussions from.
Right, so it's
That's
just-
something that we need to work on.
I'm a strong believer in what Jimmy said, and that's having real wood, not this plastic, and definitely not hardy plank on the finger piers. Just throw that in there.
Please,
I agree with that.
please.
Okay.
So so what are we gonna do? We're gonna get some quotes, but I mean, is there some formula that we could use to make this an ongoing thing, like a monthly, we would build a finger pier or two? I mean, it's gonna be based on cost.
Put a budget
I think
for
we
it.
should have a
Actually,
schedule.
there have been in the past, but they didn't get moved on to other deals.
Yeah.
I had a copy of one and I lost it.
Yeah.
We probably need to make a spreadsheet and, go around and make a note. And
Should we
and
put
there have
something in
been
charge of
previous
that?
boards had it, you know, A, B, and C, 1, 2, and 3,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and,
Well, and I remember that with Dennis,
You know.
because that's what we did when we did.
yeah, we
If
did
we
have
did
it,
16, 17 first, and then, this one here. I would just ask though,
And
do we need to put someone in charge of that?
Yeah.
So that we can
I
make
have
sure. it keeps
requested,
going.
I requested that all board members walk the marina and give me a list of 3 finger piers that they would repair.
Sounds good.
And let's start with that.
Yeah, I've gone out and inspected some of these, twice now, and I think it'd be good for all the board members to do that, so I agree with that.
Eric's had his hand up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do have a list of slip owners that do have some pretty poor finger piers. So yeah, I think we need to do either on the lottery system or decide on a first come first served basis. We don't know what that is right now. So maybe some type of lottery. There's online
Worst
lottery
case-
systems
Worst case scenario.
we can produce where you put in the names and let it randomly choose. That would be a fair option to do it. Or first come first served, but I already have some that need to be corrected.
Worst case scenario.
Well, you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Jimmy had said that maybe what we need to look at are people who have a boat in there that are using the finger piers pretty regularly, you know, like if it's a bad one but no boat's been there for a couple of years, chances are. I mean, it's not a good situation, but it's a better situation to fix the ones where people, you know, are using them regularly and get those taken care of, the worst ones first.
Exactly. So,
Um,
I give myself the floor here for a second. I think it should be based on need, just like we're discussing. Shouldn't be based on a lottery system. It's just, let's inspect all the piers, whatever ones are the worst. Now, of course, if no one's gonna be in that finger pier for a while, we know for sure. Obviously, we'd wanna go to somebody who's gonna move into the marina, but it should be based on need, in my opinion.
Good. I say we move forward then.
So do we all go around and get the list of 3 finger piers?
That's, yeah, I think we should vote
Is that
on.
what we're gonna do?
Yeah, I think we should take a map and mark the ones that we think are the worst, then we all vote on
Some
it.
kind of a spreadsheet or something.
Yeah.
Developed so that we can say, you know, because otherwise you're gonna look at it and you're gonna forget. You're like,
Exactly.
okay, was that one worse or was that?
Put on your walking shoes, Donna. You're going with me.
Yahoo.
Or hell, it'd be easy enough also for each of us to do a quick video and upload it online of how bad the actual finger pier is. That wouldn't be a bad option to see what the condition is.
I don't mind walking.
No, that's fine.
We can take
But I say we move forward then.